In the heart of the Louisiana bayou, where the swamps whispered secrets and the Spanish moss hung like curtains of the dead, there existed a forsaken mansion known as Grimhaven Manor. For centuries, it had been a place of dread, its dark history steeped in blood and tragedy. Locals avoided it, believing it to be cursed by a vengeful spirit, but the allure of the mansion's secrets was irresistible to some. Among those drawn to Grimhaven was a group of paranormal investigators led by Alex, a skeptical but daring researcher. His team included Emily, a sensitive medium, Lucas, a tech expert armed with an array of ghost-hunting gadgets, and Sarah, a historian with an insatiable curiosity about the mansion's past. As night fell and the oppressive humidity enveloped them, the investigators entered Grimhaven Manor, their cameras and equipment at the ready. The air was thick with an otherworldly chill, and the walls seemed to ooze with sorrow and despair. The mansion's dark reputation was palpable. The team ventured into the mansion's decaying rooms, encountering eerie manifestations of the past. Furniture moved of its own accord, whispers echoed from empty corridors, and cold hands reached out from the shadows. Emily, the medium, was particularly affected, as she communicated with the restless spirits that dwelled within. Their investigation took a terrifying turn when they stumbled upon a hidden chamber beneath the mansion. The chamber was adorned with macabre symbols and filled with eerie artifacts. In the center stood an ornate mirror that seemed to reflect not the living, but the tortured souls of the mansion's victims. As they approached the mirror, a malevolent force surged forth, trapping them in a nightmarish realm between the living and the dead. They were surrounded by apparitions, tormented souls whose agonized faces begged for release. The investigators were separated, each facing their own horrors. Alex was pursued by a vengeful spirit that whispered promises of eternal suffering. Lucas encountered shadowy figures that seemed to drain the life force from his body. Emily was confronted by the malevolent entity that had been trapped in the mirror, a sadistic being that reveled in her terror. Sarah, the historian, was drawn deeper into the mansion's secrets. She discovered a diary that revealed the mansion's dark history, a tale of a deranged family that had practiced forbidden rituals and sacrifices to gain power and immortality. The cursed mirror was the source of their unholy abilities, but it had cost them their souls. With the diary's knowledge, Sarah confronted the malevolent entity and shattered the mirror with a single blow. The force that had ensnared her friends dissipated, and they were freed from the nightmarish realm. As they fled Grimhaven Manor, the investigators knew that they had unleashed a malevolent force into the world, but they had also uncovered the mansion's secrets and broken the curse that had bound it for centuries. Grimhaven would forever be a place of dread, but it was a dread that no longer held sway over the living. The investigators left the bayou with a newfound appreciation for the supernatural and the knowledge that some secrets were best left undisturbed, even if it meant facing the horrors of Grimhaven Manor.